possible. So just be careful out on that road, as we do expect a pretty cold weekend here. Now let's get talking about this. Have you checked out the calendar today? Because it is Friday the 13th, a date that's always synonymous with bad luck and superstition. 1 in 4 Americans say they are superstitious. So we want to know, are you? Will you always walk under the ladder? Maybe always pick up a penny? Admit it. You wear the same socks to every single Vikings Sunday game. We want to know what you're so superstitious about. So those watching here on the 734 should let us know. Just go on there, leave us a little comment, and we would love to talk about it in just a couple of minutes. House Judiciary Committee holds a pair of votes today on the 2 articles of impeachment against President Donald Trump. Those votes were supposed to happen yesterday, but Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler unexpectedly ended more than 14 hours of debate last night. President Trump is accused of abuse and power and obstruction of Congress. Today's votes are expected to pass straight down party lines. Democrats say they delayed it last night because this vote should not be held in the dark of night, but Republicans say they just moved it for the TV ratings. A South Metro school district voted to close 3 schools because of declining enrollment and the condition of the schools. The Burnsville-Savage Egan School District will close Marion W. Savage Elementary, Sioux Trail Elementary, and Metcalf Middle School at the end of the school year. This impacts more than 1,200 students who will need to find new schools come June. Now, the reason they say is money. The district is currently dealing with a $5.5 million deficit. A newly passed referendum will help generate $1.6 million, but the board members say it's not enough. These schools were selected based on the age and capacity of the school buildings. Police are warning of a pickpocket team. Last week in Apple Valley, they robbed 4 women as they were shopping along Cedar Avenue. Check out these surveillance photos. You can see the alleged thieves. Police are hoping someone will know who they are. Investigators say that one of the thieves would distract the women while the others would then take things out of their purse. Police say that the safest practice while you're out holiday shopping is to keep your purse or your valuables on you and not in the cart.
If it's not in your hand or in your pocket or somewhere connected to you, it's much more likely that that's going to be a target for someone to steal.
Police say that the thieves used those stolen credit cards to buy hundreds of dollars in gift cards. They say it's always a good idea to carry your bank's number on you so you can cancel those cards if you need to right away. There was a unique celebration at the state capitol which saw former prisoners reclaiming their power.
Because you became a number, you no longer became a person. This is proof that we still people. And you're not that number.
In Minnesota, more than 10,000 people are serving prison time. Now, most of them will be released. That's what last night's event was. It was called I Am Proof. It was about celebrating post-prison success. We heard from DeMontre Davis, who's now serving his community as a basketball coach, also works as a manager at Caribou, and Gina Evans, now working for Adult and Teen Challenge.
An event like this is just so cool to welcome our brothers and sisters back into the community and help them understand that getting out and staying out is possible.
We have a lot of value. We have a lot of skills. And when we come out here, we deserve for that to be showed.
The event host hopes that the community will be open to providing housing and jobs to former prisoners. We have some good news and some bad news on the flu front. The Minnesota Department of Health says that hospitalizations were down from 48 to 28 last week. So far this year, 175 people have been hospitalized. No new deaths last week, leaving the total for this year at 3 so far. There were 13 new school outbreaks, though. That's up from 7 the week before. The CDC says that elevated flu activity is expected to continue for weeks, and the best way to reduce that risk from the flu is to get your vaccine. The zero waste revolution is gaining steam as a growing number of grocery stores are doing away with plastic. Clean Kilo in Birmingham, England is one of those stores. Connor Ben knew that he needed his own container, so he brought an old vinegar bottle from home. Now it's going to hold the hand soap. Jeanette Wong opened that zero waste store last year after she and her partner raised $26,000 online through crowdfunding.
The more of these shops that there are, the bigger impact on reducing plastic pollution that we have.
I noticed that your ice cream containers are reusable.
Yeah, so as with all our local suppliers, we always try to ask them to reuse containers.
The plastic-free concept is catching on quickly as Clean Kilo just opened its second store in the city. Supermarkets like it are now open all over the world, from Brooklyn to Sicily.
While we're sitting there, I saw something and just like, what was that? And like, I just must have just saw something weird, a shadow or something, and then we're like, no, wait a minute, look over at the salad bar. There's a bird.
Daniel Hoffeld says that while he and his coworkers were having lunch on Tuesday at the Hy-Vee in Shakopee, they saw a bird. Well, so in disbelief, they started recording video, and that's when a worker came and started talking to him. Daniel says that the worker seemed to know the bird pretty well.
She was like, oh yeah, he loves the watermelon. He also likes the bacon bits. And over there on the Coke machine, it gets some standing water, so he likes to drink out of it and take baths. And when he's done, he flies over behind the little hickory hut, and that's where I think he lives.
WCCO reached out to managers at the Hy-Vee. They tell us that they're aware of the situation and that they've had professionals there over the past week trying to take care of it. Hy-Vee Corporate sent us a statement saying, we do everything possible to ensure our customer safety. We pride ourselves on having clean locations, and it is very unfortunate that this bird made its way inside, which occasionally can occur in retail stores. Hy-Vee's complete statement is on our website, which is WCCO.com. Taylor Swift is trending this morning as she turns 30 today. Happy birthday, Tay. At midnight, Taylor posted this throwback pic on social media. She wrote, who's going to tell her she's Tay now? Got it? Tay, Taylor. Taylor also got an early birthday gift last night. She is Billboard's first ever Woman of the Decade. She was honored at the annual Women in Music event in Los Angeles last night. Now, Taylor Swift has earned 5 #1 albums, countless awards over the past decade. Later in the night, Billie Eilish was honored as Woman of the Year. Congrats to them both. Also last night, Minnesota Gopher football player Casey O'Brien was honored on a national stage. He received the Disney Spirit Award for his own fight against cancer. O'Brien has battled back from it 4 times. He even got on the field this season, though, you likely remember, as a holder. All right. Back to today's talker, Friday the 13th. So we wanted to know all of the things that you are superstitious about. Let's bring in WCCO's digital guy, Eric. Eric, what are people saying out there?
Can we keep some Stevie Wonder here?
Yeah,
I think we need to have that.
There we go.
Paul says spilled salt.
Spilled? Oh, yeah, my husband does that too. Yeah.
And what are you supposed to do? Throw pepper?
Throw it over your shoulder?
Which
right?
one though? Because it's your left or right, and if you get it wrong, you double down on the bad luck.
Oh, sorry, Phil.
Kimberly says she has her Vikings ones. She won't say what they are because, you know, why reveal those?
Come on, Kimberly. This is the stuff that I really want to know.
Get it out of your system, yeah. On the other side of the fence, Brian Mary Jo, apparently a shared account, says, as far as I know.
I love those.
I know, me too. Reluctant to cheer too hard for various home teams to avoid disappointment in the end.
Oh, that's my husband too. I didn't realize he was so superstitious until all these people are telling me this stuff. He doesn't let me cheer unless they are just blowing it out.
Right, and then our producer, Mike, says the volume on his TV has to be an even number. Not really sure why.
Is that a superstition or just kind of like a really weird
It's like
thing?
it's like an obsessive compulsive thing, maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is.
And then Becca says her husband's favorite day and movie is Friday the 13th.
Oh, yeah, that's also
on a similar note, I always celebrate Friday the 13th by watching a scary movie.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and tonight, because it's December, I'm going to watch Black Christmas.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, we want to hear all about it. We hope you have a scare-free day. Follow your superstitions. It'll be a whole fun. Have a great day. Rest of the Friday the 13th. That's it for now. 7:34 from WCCO. It's when most of the Twin Cities are on the go. So why not make it your place for mobile news? We're going to be back here on Monday. You're right. 7:34. Until then, enjoy the internet.